So I thought I'd do a quick little demonstration of how to get started on the assignment for plotting your career path. And this assignment can be found in week 3, and it's already been placed on the homework calendar, but it's one of those that you can maybe get into, so I may consider extending it. Let's see how you would maybe start something like this. Well, first I'm going to go to Blackboard and I'm going to sign in to the class and navigate to course content, first quarter curriculum, week 3. Here are all the items that are scheduled for week 3. Your discussions, a quiz, but more importantly, the assignment. And this assignment marks the end of the researching careers topic. So let's see what it's about. As you can see, a rubric and model coming soon. So that's me recording this for you, and I will put this video as a link in this Dropbox. So in the Dropbox, there are some instructions. Which career do you have the most interest in after researching your top 2 from the list? Consider the responsibilities of the career you like and whether you would be able to fulfill them daily. Why do you feel this career fits you? Consider what skills you possess or wish to learn in order to make this a fit for you. Was your decision based on your personality results? If so, then explain in brief how it relates. Support your responses with pictures, unique fonts, sizes, colors, and styles, so you can be creative here. Consider this to be a web profile about your personality and your career path. Do not exceed more than 1 page, and review the attached rubric for grading. I'll be adding this soon. Looks like I'll be using a Google Doc, all right, and I'm going to call it Career Path. So let's see how you would start something like this. I'm going to go ahead and navigate to Google Docs, and this is the page that I want to use, but I'm going to show you how I got here. When I specifically went to Google Docs, it brought me to this page where I can see blank or template versions of Google Docs. Well, I think it's okay if I start with some content, and maybe one of these templates will have a layout that I think would be good for this. The instructions did say web profile, so let me see. What does a web profile look like? So it looks like a web profile is definitely including an image, maybe even some other elements to kind of decorate it and create a color scheme. As you can see, a profile pic of someone and then some other kind of image. Some other supporting content might be there. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for unique text, colors, fonts, and a picture which summarizes your whole career experience. All right, now that I have an idea of what I'm getting into, maybe looking into these templates, I can find something that's similar. Immediately, this one catches my eye, but I'm going to look at more options. And I went to the template gallery. Now, I don't have any under here, but by going to general, I see all these other layouts that I can use. Oh, I like these. Something like that. Maybe even something like that. Even though it says recipes doesn't mean that I can't change it. So, Maybe I'll go with something like this because I can put a picture in. It looks like I can put a title in. There's subtitles, and then I can put in my text. So I think I'll go with this, again, even though it says personal and it's for recipes. Now, one thing you'll learn about, especially in level 2, is whenever you design something, you never really know what to put in it. Really, you're just designing. So if you've ever seen text like this, it is called lorem ipsum, and it's considered to be filler for when a designer doesn't know what text to use in their layout. It is simply to be a placeholder so that the client or customer can see what their text would look like. All right, now that I have a layout that I like, I'm going to go back and just check. I think I'll go ahead and start with my text first and then worry about my images. Which career do you have the most interest in after researching your top 2 from the list? So I'm going to go back and maybe I'll use this right here and I'll say art director. Now I don't really like that color, so I can change it. Maybe I want a blue-green scheme. And maybe I want to go with another font. That's too much. Yeah, something like that. So I already put what I like for this. Consider the responsibilities of the career you like and whether you would be able to fulfill them daily. So that's what I made my decision on is, could I do art directing? Yeah, I liked it. Why do you feel this career fits you? Consider what skills you possess or wish to learn in order to make this fit for you. Well, this works out because on this layout, there's bullets. So let's see. Art director, organized, able to see the big picture, leadership, looks like I've run into a little issue here. I think I need more information. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the worksheet. That would be a nice reference, and that was in week 2. Art director was in this category, art and design. Stay focused. I think I'll add that in. Now I also want to see if there's anything from my personality quiz that can help me. So I'm going to go there as well. Let's see. Well, I don't really remember or know if I have the link, so maybe I could just try putting it in. There it is, 16 personalities. And because I've taken it before, it has kept my profile, and I can always go back and check it. So let's see. I am a turbulent commander. I'm going to go to my results, getting started. Let's see. Your time is limited, so you don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. So maybe I'm looking at this and I'm thinking I can probably get some information from it. I'm just going to hold that open for a second. All right, what's next? Was your decision based on your personality test results? Well, if I go in here, I think I can see what jobs are good for a turbulent commander. Okay. World of business, let's see. I'm just looking over it to see if there's any suggestions. Nothing that I can really see, but being a turbulent commander and looking at some of the, I guess the introduction and strengths and weaknesses, I think I have enough that I can fill this in. So was your decision based on your personality test results? I'm going to go back and I'm going to say maybe I'll call this career path. And I'll go ahead and give it the same font and color. And like I said, I want to do green and blue, so maybe I'll put in a green color there. All right, I'll do the same thing with all this. All right, so believe that my personality was the reason I chose art director. Art directors are known to be, and that's when I would maybe go into what I learned about art directors, from my research, and just kind of start from there. Okay. And support your responses with pictures, unique fonts, sizes, colors, and styles. Consider this to be a web profile about your personality and career path. So let's see, what do I have so far? I have the career path and why I chose it. And then I have, how the personality test or my personality influenced my career path. Now I could choose to add more to this if there was more that I needed to explain, and there would be, because you need to explain why, your personality influenced your art director or your career choice. If you want to utilize the other parts, you can. I'm actually going to just use some lorem ipsum on there. And maybe I'll change that and give it a little color change right there. Okay. Go ahead and bump up the font size, at least 14. All right, now I can maybe add some pictures here, and maybe I'll change that And then I'll go with art director. Recording, I don't know, I'm going to give it some kind of to commander. All right, and then maybe I'll use some other kind of font because I feel like if I use that other font there, but hopefully you're getting an idea of how you can go about, you know, putting this together, and it doesn't seem so intimidating, you know, and such, and you know, it's really just you being creative. Maybe I'll go ahead and get rid of this, or maybe these can be some quick facts. All right, and then I'll go ahead and, you know, put something there. And let's see, what is a job outlook? You know, just some of the things that maybe stuck out when I was researching. Now I can add some pictures, and that's going to require me going online. So here's my first suggestion for the links that are in Blackboard. In Blackboard, if you look, there seems to be a lot going on over in this menu, but really these are just links to help you. For instance, we have a free account with Freepik. So if you go to Freepik, and actually I'm going to set that up so that it opens another way. Okay. There we go. And if I go to the login, the username is CTE Fauquier County, and the password is CTE FCPS1. And then log in. So let's look for, let's just be direct. So, you know, I want to maybe find an image that supports what I'm doing. You know, maybe I can go with a vector or animated type look, or maybe I can find symbols that would help me. All right, but this one looks perfect because I like sci-fi, so I'm going to click on it, and as soon as I click on it, you're going to see a download option. So let's download it. And you see it took a little while, but it did come up. Now it has this really long technical name. You can get rid of that later if you want, but I would find a place to save it. And usually I would go with things in my downloads. But I want to be a little bit organized, so maybe I'll create a folder on my desktop for graphic imaging. And I'll put it in there. Now, once it saves to that location, you can use this little arrow here to go right to it. Now, if you've never dealt with a zip file before, then notice they call it a zip file. It has a zipper, and what it's doing is it's compressing and making the file size smaller. No matter what you put in it, it will compress it and make it smaller. It's ideal for downloads and emailing. So in order to use what's in it, you're going to have to extract. All Windows 10 come with this as a default, so if you right-click on this zip file, you're going to get an extract all. I usually take this check off because it just creates another window. And usually where this is going is the same place that you're already in. So I usually don't change this. And I'm going to extract. You're going to end up with 2 folders, and you always, after extraction, get rid of the zip folder because you can accidentally use it. So I'm just going to click on it, knowing that it has a zipper on it, and I'm going to delete it. Let's look inside. Usually when you get things from Freepik, they always come as zips, so get used to that. But what's inside is a file that you can edit in Illustrator sometimes, or in Photoshop, or you just get the JPEG. So I'm just going to double click on the JPEG to see what it looks like. Perfect. So now I'm going to go to my Google Doc. I'm going to go to Insert, Image, and I got to choose where I'm getting it from. Not camera, not from an address, not from my photos, not from Drive. Looks like I'm going to have to get it from my computer. Graphic imaging. And remember, I put it in there, and then there's the file. It shows the JPEG. And there we go. Now I want it to kind of go across, and I want all the text to go below it. So when you work in Google Docs, notice that there are options for text wrapping, is what it is. Or you can see all the options. But really, I think I just need this. I want probably break text. And by doing that, no matter where I put this, it breaks the text so that I can put it where I want. There we go. Perfect. And this is the beginnings of my layout. This is what I will work with. Go with all black right there. All right, so just, if you want to do bulleted, you can do that and why you chose it. And if definitely a paragraph is needed here, type. This is what I'll use on the rubric, so know that there will be a grammar check. And then your ability to put in the, use fonts and color and an image. How many images? Well, let's see. I don't think I put any number. Just an image would be fine. Unique fonts, sizes, colors, and styles. All right, and this is how I would approach the assignment for plotting a career path. Hopefully this helps you, and you benefit from seeing how it could be done. Like I said, a rubric will be following very shortly. Thank you. Have a good day.